lot of
these traits?
The thing is, we live in a very heavily feminist influenced society. Like if you've grown up in the West, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you know it or not, or you identify as a feminist or not, like the feminist bullcrap is in everything. It's been there our entire lives and prior to it. And it really affects things. Like the West is the global anomaly.
Right.
Like the way stuff is here or in the UK or in Canada or in Australia, that's not the global norm, man.
Yeah. But really we could go on with the whole, with that feminization ruining relationships. I mean, there's the feminization of men. I mean, that's ruining. There's a whole lot of things. But what do you think? What do you think our actions should be?
Hold on. You can't gloss over that.
We're putting so much emphasis
feminism
on
is the root cause of a lot of the problems. The feminization of men is a direct byproduct of feminism in the first place.
Is it?
Yes, because I'm
the type that takes it super deep. Like I just think there's a propaganda in place to split people up. I mean,
it's very simple. Feminism came in and it made women equal on paper, right?
Okay.
So women enter the workforce, make more money.
Right.
Well, to make money and become successful and chase a career, you have to have masculine traits. You have to be a go-getter, assertive, dominant, competitive, etc. These are masculine traits, whether women want to accept it or not. Women become more masculine. By default, men either have to become more masculine and or become more feminized. Well, we live in a society now that tells guys, be soy boys, be soft, be in touch with your feelings, be vulnerable, all this pussy shit, right? And what happens is the men get emasculated, the women become masculine. This girl right here, perfect example of that. I get my own money, blah, blah, blah. If you notice, when she went on her masculine tirade, what did she acknowledge? All of her finances, what she does, her independence. She immediately went to that. Traditionally, feminine women don't do that. But when a woman's put in a position where she's got to provide, she's got a provision, etc., masculine traits, she takes on masculine qualities. You guys literally just watched it just now, right now, in front of you in 4K. And that is the root. That is feminism. That is the end product of what feminism has done. It's told women to be more like men, and it's acceptable.
So my question is, what do you guys think would be the affirmative action to the situation at hand? Are we just out of hope, or do we have to raise our children to be more traditional?
Very good question.
Or do we just accept that relationships are doomed?
Fresh looks like he's got something to say.
It just clicked to me who she was, and Chris confirmed it just now.
Yeah, she told
that
me
is Fetty Wap's baby mama.
Stop.
So really?
I was like,
damn it, she just
met you somewhere before. Yeah, it was Fetty Wap.
She told me before the show.
So that's actually his baby mama. I was like, damn. That makes sense.
Yeah, baby.
So Trap Queen. There you go.
Yeah, she told me before.
And he's in jail right now, so it makes sense.
I didn't even know Fetty Wap was in jail.
Yeah, he's in jail right now.
He went down for drugs.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He went down for. I broke down that case.
Sorry.
They got him dead to rights on a drug conspiracy.
Story didn't make sense.
Wow, he's over here like.
So there you go.
Yep. Like
1738.
Wow, that's interesting.
Bro,
Okay.
that's a fucking embarrassment, bro. I would not want like my girl wilding out on some podcast. Like, what the fuck? Like, ridiculous. All right.
Okay, so the question was, what's the action we can take to kind of like, I guess, curb this feminism?
Right.
So
I guess
right now I would say not much, because it's too far gone. And think about it. Women have gotten this far. Are they going to go back? Hell no. They're independent. They're boss babes. They're doing their shit. We're finally equal or even above men at this point. So why go back?
Go back to Barbados. Go back to Nigeria. Go back to Sudan.
Leave the country, guys.
Go to your parents and tell them, okay, mom and dad, I'm ready to get married. Boom, you'll have a wife within like a couple of weeks.
I think life always like balances itself out. So I think at some point, like females just felt so not, free. They couldn't get an education. They couldn't vote. They couldn't do anything. So that pushed this masculine energy. But now that it's being overpowered, now we're going to be like, actually, I do just want to stay home and take care of the kids and be taken care of.
We're living through a massive overcorrection. I was saying this in the previous podcast, and there are many things which we can acknowledge, okay, in the past were inequitable or unfair in some regards, or people, whether, race, gender, sexuality, whatever, people were discriminated against in certain ways. And we're now living in this weird overcorrection of the past decade, especially, where things have gone like way too hard in this opposite direction. And I think long term, hopefully we can moderate. But I think in the short term, to answer your question, I think people just as individuals need to be real about, okay, like what do you even want? Because people are different. Some people are like super liberal, super progressive, like anti-marriage. It's like, cool, if that's what you genuinely want and that's how you're wired, you know, you don't have to get married, you don't have to have kids, you can do whatever, like you can live that life. But I just say think long and hard about what you're doing. If you're someone who's like more traditional, more conservative, you want to get, there are still millions of people, even in this country. Miami might not be the best place for this to be real, right? But you know, there are way more traditional minded people actually in the US than there are in the UK, for example. Some of it's just a factor of population. So yeah, you've got all the madness and the craziness, but you've still got millions and millions of people out there who would share your values, whatever they are, guys. And so on. So work it out. And you've also got a big wide world out there. So honestly, if you need to bounce to another country or go explore that, then do it.
Do you guys think that because of what, like, how people getting heartbroken and stuff, like girls are acting like more like masculine and stuff, so they like don't want to like get hurt and stuff, so it's like we have pull up this like bad bitch like front, like when like realistically we are like emotionally damaged, but it's like we're putting up this front so it's